Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading today. Today's reading is going to be a timeless reading, but it is being done in March and posted in March if it's meaningful for you. So take it how you want to. It could be your March reading or it could be whenever you find it, okay? If you've ever seen any of my readings before, I do birth sign readings differently every month. I haven't really landed on a reading that I want to do over and over again. I just like to keep it interesting. So this month I'm doing a different layout, and I'm also doing a pick a card with it. So we'll do pile 1, 2, and 3. I'll flip over a card so you can have like an indicator, and that will help you concentrate on each pile and maybe give you a pile that you can choose from. I don't think I'll intend to do pick a cards for birth sign readings all of the time moving forward, but if it's something that you really like, I'd love a comment and I could bring it back sometime in the future. Okay, so our first pile is going to be the Midnight Magic Mushroom Tarot deck, and our card is the Sun. Nice card. I get more from this deck personally. I resonate with this deck so well, so that's maybe helpful for you to know. This next one is the Pastoral Tales Tarot card. This is like a real childlike deck, I think. There's a lot of family and childhood energy in this card, or in this deck, I should say. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, not a bad card. The final deck is going to be the Shuffle Tarot, and we've got the 10 of Pentacles reverse on kind of a death sort of background. So that's actually not too bad either. Okay, pile 1 is the Sun from the the Midnight Magic Tarot. Pile 2 is the Queen of Pentacles from the Pastoral Tales Tarot. And pile 3 is the 10 of Pentacles reverse from the Shuffle Tarot. I'll go ahead and timestamp the piles below, and you can jump down to your reading when you're ready. Okay, pile 1. Anyone who's selected pile 1, this may be your reading. Okay, so we're going to get an energy from someone in the sign of Taurus. Anyone with Taurus in their chart. Current energy. We have got a 2 of Cups and an Hierophant reverse. I'll let you see these cards separately here. So 2 of Cups and Hierophant reverse. So I get the Hierophant as somebody who's kind of the opposite of that tradition, wisdom. Wisdom, who's the opposite of the wisdom tradition that is read with that card. So an Hierophant in reverse for me is an energy of somebody who does not give good advice. It's an energy of somebody who's very arrogant and thinks very highly of themselves. They may see themselves as being a very wise person, a wise elder, but in reality, they're unlikely to be very trustworthy and difficult to be in a relationship with of any kind. Definitely a lack of trust going on here. We've got the 7 of Pentacles reverse. So a fact around this situation is, I'm just making sure that I don't have this deck. No, I'm holding it. This deck is mostly upright, although there are some reversals mixed in from the shuffle. So 7 of Pentacles reverse here. There is some sort of damper on a dream that's happened right now, and that might be a really tame way of putting it. Almost like a dream has been wrecked, or this person gave you, like, sold you a bill of goods that turned out to be bullshit. And this was something you were really dreaming about, like fantasizing about. You really, really were hoping that this was real, and it ended up being too good to be true. And you're discovering this person is a snake, like snake oil salesman. Gosh, another reversal. We've got a Tower in reverse here, though. That's not a bad one to get in reverse, especially in this position. So it might be a situation where it seems worse than it actually is right now. You're currently just dealing with the initial shock of this circumstance, feeling a little bit stunned and surprised by it. But there's some illusion around feeling like the worst has happened, that it's not. There's something not too terrible about this. This isn't the worst thing that could have happened. Gosh. Okay, 5 of Swords reversed. You're all reversed here. So 5 of Swords reverse. This is some type of conflict that you avoided. It was going to move forward really, yeah, my goodness. 2 of Wands, clarifying. We've got a bunch of other cards here too. 10 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so this was definitely, this Tower reverse is what I think it was. It's not a bad thing that this fell through at all, because this was going to bring about a lot of conflict and difficulty, more than you were prepared for. It actually would have had you juggling, working so very hard. You were going to have to choose between something that was really, really important to you and this dream. For example, maybe you would have had to choose this dream over your family, right? Like, because it would require so much of you. Very burdensome, 10 of Wands. This would have been a big burden, a lot of juggling. You would have had to, like I said, choose something that maybe you weren't prepared to choose in order to make this happen. So it's very, very good that this did not work out for you. That's why we've got the Tower in reverse over here. It's a surprise and it's a disappointment, but I think the universe was really looking out for you here. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Wands and 3 of Swords in reverse. So it's not going to serve you to come about this really aggressively. I see this Knight of Wands energy as you wanting to almost get revenge or get your money back or something. Like, you're really brokenhearted about this situation, and it's not going to heal you. Like, the resolution to this situation is not to go about and seek more conflict. It's not to go about and attack this person. Stop putting your time and energy into some sort of creative revenge that you think is going to heal this situation. It's not actually going to heal it. It's just going to perpetuate any heartache that exists for this. So I think you chalk this up as a lesson, even though it might be difficult to accept that reality right now. But chalk this up as a lesson and move on so that you can pour that energy into something that's more valuable. We've got Magician here. Yeah, when you pour that time and energy into something more valuable, which is the next thing, moving on from this, then you're manifesting your true reality, your true dream. You can put that energy into something better, and then you can actually bring it into real life, into fruition. Anything else in this? Okay, we got a lot of cards here. Thank you for all of the cards. Can I just get one card, please? Clarification on the Magician. Is there any? Okay. So we've got 6 of Swords in the Magician, and we've got 4 of Pentacles. So what you're manifesting for yourself is you're going to be able to move on from this situation and create security for yourself in your new circumstance. So this shattered dream, just call it that, leads you to a more stable situation. So there's going to be an opportunity for you to move to something new. It actually might be a physical move, a new location, could be a new job, could be a new business, it could be a new relationship. I do think it's mostly earthly, like physical moving to work. I think it has something to more to do with where you're living, where you're working, but it could be other things. And it is going to be an opportunity that gives you a lot more security and financial stability with this Four of Pentacles here. What is helpful? Anything else that's helpful to know? The Chariot. You don't have to charge forward and move super quickly on this. This is a slow moving energy. This is a slow growth opportunity, which speaks to its stability and its ability to be abundant and secure for you. Six of Pentacles. It is going to generate abundance for you, and there's going to be some give and take in it. There's going to be a balance, ability to share with others and have others share with you. So this is definitely a more well-rounded, more robust energy, a more grounded opportunity, long-term opportunity. Okay. We've got 10 of Cups. So Knight of Pentacles. So we've got 10 of Cups, which is kind of your, not a wish, I call it wish fulfillment, and I call 9 of Cups wish fulfillment too, but this is what comes after the 9 of Cups. You know, after you've recognized that you have your wish fulfillment, now you're living in the golden age, the golden era. You're basking in the rewards that come out of what you've created here. And this is not financial rewards. This is kind of an inner strength, a gratitude, a warmth, a joy, happiness, an abundance that just emanates from your soul, because there's a recognition of everything that you've come through. So I do think that there's a saying, it's not quite coming to me, it's like on the tip of my tongue, but I do think that the dessert at the end of this cycle tastes sweeter because of this 7 of Pentacles, this dream getting crushed. And it's just more confirmation that this is secure. It's going to be something that you really, really resonate with and fully are, I want to say, accountable for. But it's like, it is such a good fit for you that day in and day out, you put in the work reliably. And it's almost without effort because it's such a good fit. It's such a perfect fit. Okay, well, Taurus, I hope that this was your reading. I really love this reading. So anyway, if it was your reading and you liked it, or if you'd like to see others like this reading, I'd appreciate a like or subscribe. Lots of likes. Thanks. Okay, pile 2. Taurus, pile 2. We've got the Pastoral Tales Tarot coming your way. Okay. Seven of Wands in reverse is the current situation or energy around pile 2. So it's coming out of a period of feeling defensive, like you're able to put your guard down and let down your walls a little bit. Not feeling that you need your defenses right now. I like that. Okay, well, why? Let's find out more about this. What's the situation about? One card, please. I see a lot of them wanting to talk. Okay. We got a lot going on here. Three of Cups. So you may be spending time with loved ones, feeling like you're part of a community again. I do feel, for some reason, just intuitively, this energy that you've been apart for a while, and being in this abundance, this energy with your loved ones or being part of this community is helping you to feel safe. We've got an Ace of Swords reverse and a Seven of Pentacles here. So this is coming after a period of you trying to work hard, making some type of investment. It could have even been an investment in a relationship, a romantic relationship, romantic partnership of some type that didn't work out. It ended up being with somebody who is not who they seemed or very untrustworthy. There may have been some infidelity of some type in that relationship, or some type of, just untrustworthy behaviors. So something you found out and it really rocked you. I also feel that you were kind of like really working hard towards financial goals as well in building something, and this person had something to do with jeopardizing that. So there's an individual who jeopardized a lot with you. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could have been a partnership of any kind. And they were deceptive, and it ruined the partnership, and it could have caused financial harm or jeopardized something. Yeah, Seven of Swords here. Lots of deception and trickery around this person. And that's something you're going to have to heal from and forgive. You're going to have to move on from this. I'm feeling kind of caught up in the energy of this situation. What's the Emperor? You may have viewed this person as an emperor. You may have viewed this person as like an authority or someone that was to be really trusted. And I mean, this is all like the energy that you've been living in right now. This just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. How could this person do this to me? It's just a lot of deception and like selfishness. And you've been feeling very foolish. Like, how could this happen to you? Like, very brokenhearted, very sad, just like a real huge letdown. And just moving on from it has been very hard. I don't know about this Emperor. Let's read more of the cards. We may find out more about this Emperor energy that's here. Fool. You thought this was going to be a new beginning. Yeah, this Emperor is the energy of the person, this partner. You thought they were this. You put a lot of hope in this person. They may give off Emperor energy. So someone who has this very confident demeanor, somebody who gives off an air of authority, knowledge, power, wisdom. But a true emperor is someone who doesn't have to rely on trickery or lies or schemes. You know, they are a person of great integrity, a true leader who owns their mistakes, makes their mistakes, And that honesty and integrity and ownership is part of the trust and part of their authority, right? You really trust somebody who can make mistakes, own them, and bounce back from them in a very, what's the word? Like, I don't want to say careful, but like the way that they manage their mistakes is kind of enviable. And the way that they really own them is enviable. I don't know why that's so important. But you did think that this was a new beginning with this emperor, like something new. Like it could have been starting a business together. It could have been you thought you were going to marry this person, you know, going off, this is dreaming about your life together. Okay, we've got the Chariot card here. Tell me more about the Chariot, please. Is this it? Six of Pentacles. Okay, so this energy here is saying not to move on from this so quickly, like leave it all in the dust, make it change who you are fundamentally, right? So you don't want to do a complete like 180 on this circumstance, because the parts of you that were in this partnership or relationship may have been genuine and authentic and good and from a really good place. And you need to hang on to that energy. So hang on to this authenticity, this sharing nature. This is why this Three of Cups is so important for you right now. Spending time with others who love you. I feel that you've been nurtured in a family where there's been a lot of love and sharing, and that you shouldn't put up walls. And I feel like this is the Seven of Wands here. You letting down your guard. You've maybe put up walls to kind of protect yourself as a result of this experience. And it's really warning you to make sure that you're not charging so quickly away from this, running away from it so fast and so hard that it changes who you are. There's something important about these boundaries here, about keeping your defenses down around other people. I feel like you still need to maintain hope and trust in the future and in others. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. That's going to lead to a Ten of Cups. There's going to be another opportunity here. That's why it's so important. Your vulnerability is the key to the Ten of Cups. We had the Page of Wands that came out here. It's actually, I do feel for a lot of people, this is in a kind of a new, you thought you met the one, right, in a romantic partnership, and you had this whole life that you were planning on building around that, and then it just all fell apart, and then now you don't want to trust anyone, and you don't want to get in a relationship again, and you're not very charitable or sharing, like there's no give and take, and you're really holding yourself back from putting yourself out there again. And the key to you meeting your Ten of Cups and building a family together, starting new again, is being vulnerable and allowing yourself to be authentically who you are. Authentically who you are, I feel from the energy of this reading, is fantastic. Like really, really authentically a good person, genuinely a good soul. And that will come through. We got a Knight of Wands here. I don't do romance very often, but when it comes through, I read it. And I think for some of you, this is a new romance. There's a Knight of Wands energy around you. Somebody who is, be warned, this is somebody who's going to come in quickly, who's going to want to move quickly, who's maybe going to be a little bit too energetic for you. They're going to be very, very energetic and excited. You need to just lean on your intuition around this person. Like, really pay attention to the flags. Does this person give you red flags? Does this person give you green flags, right? Knight of Wands energy around you, where you're really being asked to take a different perspective. It might not be someone that you normally would be interested in, which is why I was saying be mindful. This person has a lot more energy than you would normally be attracted to, I feel like. And they're going to move quickly. They're going to want to move fast. The World. They're going to want to move fast. I mean, you can slow them down. You don't need to move fast. I'm just telling you about their energy. But it doesn't mean that you should brush them off, because they like, it's like they meet you and they know. They know immediately. They know what they want, and it's going to be you. And you're going to be hesitant because you've been wounded, right? And that's okay. But just allow yourself to, take it in and give it a chance. It doesn't mean you have to choose that person. But if they don't give you any red flags, and the only thing that's holding you back is past hurt, then be open to the possibility of new love again. 9 of Pentacles here in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not going to be left out in the cold, and you're not going to be doing this alone. You're going to be in partnership with somebody. And you can take it slowly if you want to. I also think that part of the reason I got the 8, I was actually looking for some numbers here. So I do think that by the end of the year, you're going to meet this person, very likely within about 8 months. Or it could be in the month of August. Look at these major arcana here. High Priestess, Hangman, the World. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I missed. Nope. I think that's right. I think you meet this person probably in August. And if I were to put an exact date on it, I would say August 5th. Or for others of you, 5 to 8 months, although I lean more towards 8 months time from today, the day of this reading. Okay. Well, I love that reading. Okay, Taurus, you're giving good readings today. Thank you for bringing me your energy. If this was your reading, if you liked it, or if you'd like to see others like it, I would appreciate a like, subscribe. Okay, Taurus, pile 3. Last pile. Anyone who picked the Shuffle Tarot, this may be your reading. I need 1 card for the energy of anyone in the sign of Taurus. 1 card, please. Current situation. Got all the cards. Need 1 card. Okay, 1 card for the sign of Taurus. We've got 2 cards. We'll take 2 cards. I've got the 7 of Swords and the Page of Pentacles reverse. So I'll show these to you. Seven of Swords looking a lot like 7 of Cups. I see, and with the Page of Pentacles reverse, I see conflict on the brain or some sort of trickery or deception on the brain. And it has to be around money. Has to be around building something new. It's around a job or money of some type of investment. Something, yeah, for many of you, it's around an investment, something you've put money into or time and energy into, you were planning on building, but there's something around it that is not working that you're worried about. Obstacles, challenges, some competition in the marketplace, possibly a change in strategy that's impacted you. King of Wands reverse. There's someone in some position of authority that's made some type of change that's resulted in what you're dealing with right now that isn't working out for you. Maybe they've made some sort of decision on what you can and cannot do, and it's impacting your ability. Like, you know, I get in the tech world, a lot of times these algorithms change and it impacts your business model, like that kind of thing, right? It's definitely causing some problems, though. At the very least, it's wreaking some mental havoc. We don't have the 9 of Swords here, but it's giving very 9 of Swords energy. Like you're thinking about this a lot. All right, we got a lot of cards here. So we got the World reverse. And this is very Wheel of Fortune-y. Like luck is not on your side. And then we've got Judgment here, but we've got the Devil instead of the Angel, Temperance. And then we've got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, looking very much like the 7 of Swords. Background 7 of Swords. And then we've got the 3 of Wands, also looking much like the 2 of Wands. Okay. Okay, I do think it's possibly a mistake for you to think that this is going to destroy everything and come to an end. Was it this reading? I've done a couple of readings and I'm doing like pick a pile for each sign. So this is like my 6th reading for the day. One of the others was similar to this, where it's like, I'll have to go back. If it's Taurus pile 1, possibly Taurus pile 1, you might want to go look at that pile. It definitely wasn't pile 2. It may have been Capricorn though. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, it was with the Mushroom Midnight Magic deck. Similar energy. So this may not be the ending that you think it is. It may not be as misfortunate as you think it is. And this is definitely around finances or money though. And it may be a wake-up call for you, a good wake-up call for you about what some of the limitations are that you're going to have to work under. But I don't think that the seeds that you planted are wasted. And I don't think that this is something that you completely have to move on from either. So it's just in your mind right now, like the worries and thoughts, those are good. I mean, like I said, this is here because I think it's a good wake-up call for you. It's a good wake-up call for you to really be thinking about plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What are all your backup plans? But I kind of get that that's it right now. Something about this King of Wands not being the ultimate authority in making this decision for you. So there is some sort of something that can reverse this Emperor's decision. Like, you might think that this decision coming down is going to impact you. And in the long run, that person's decision, it may be a short-term impact because that person's decision may be reversed. So don't rely on that decision. This came upright and then flipped over. Boy, I've been getting a ton of notifications today. It's interesting. We've got, it's like 7 of Cups, looking a lot like a 6 of Wands. It's looking very victorious. Or a 7 of Wands. Yeah, I think that's just confirming the same energy. I'm just kind of looking and vibing on this to see if there's anything else here. But I don't think this Emperor is the crusher of your hopes and dreams just yet. Okay, we've got the 8 of Swords coming in like the 8 of Wands. So it's not going to be helpful for you to move really quickly to try to adjust to these changes, or like cut things out really fast. It's like there's the Page of Cups looking at like Temperance here. So it's like take a balanced approach to how you react to this information that you have. Definitely lean on your emotions. Like, follow your instinct. It's like you have a good instinct for what's happening and what's good and right. And it's like follow that instinct here. Definitely. Okay, what's going to be helpful? Do we have any opportunities or something to look for here in this situation? This wanted to come. We've got the Queen of Pentacles dressed like the High Priestess. So certainly going to be the opportunity to grow this in abundance. So this is all consistent with what I've been saying, and very much like over here, like be balanced in your approach and lean on your instincts. That's exactly what Queen of Pentacles looking like the High Priestess is saying. The opportunity is for you to actually like really listen to your intuition and your inner self and guidance, what the next best approach is for you, because that is what leads you to your abundance and your ability to grow something out of this. Any other clarification in this area? Okay, too many cards. One more card, please. Got the Devil sideways. I'm taking the Devil sideways here. I've done it. Was it the same reading? Okay, I'm going to have to go back and look. And if there was a reading that was very much like this, it was definitely with the mushroom deck. I'm going to tag it below because there's so much similar vibe. Like even the Devil crossing in this position. And same message, exact same message. Like I feel like that was like a more of a romance read, you know what I mean? But this is more financial. So strange. Okay, Devil Crossing, same message though. Like, don't focus on the financial element of it. You need to focus more on building things firmly from the ground up. Like, have a good foundation, a good base underneath you, and then the financial rewards come out of that. We've got a 5 of Swords here. Yeah, it's about being very steady and calm in your ability to approach any possible conflicts and stave off conflicts for the future. That's why that solid foundation is so important. This is a real wake up. It's about almost like revisiting the fundamentals and making sure your infrastructure and the ground that you're building upon is nice and solid. And that is what you can really grow from. That's the wake up here, is building from the ground up. Take a look at something in the fundamentals, like the paperwork, the premise, whatever it is your building blocks are. There's something to shore up there. Shore that up first before you worry about making money. Okay, what's helpful? Anything else that's helpful? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups looking like a hermit over here. Knight of Cups looking like a hermit. Any other cards here? Any other clarification? Two of Pentacles. Looking like a Two of Swords. Okay, so what I get from this is you're going to have to spend some time in thought. The answer is actually within you. And the Knight of Cups part of it here is actually an emotional component. I do feel that wherever it is that you need to go, where you get solace to like heal yourself, I get lots of introverted energy from this card. So whatever it is you need to do, or wherever it is you need to go to hear your inner voice, like that place where you can actually hear yourself think, that is the place you need to go so that you can find the crack. And it's not about this hectic running around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to, play whack-a-mole and juggle a lot and solve all of the problems. It's actually a singular choice, a very simple choice, but it does require you to spend some time in thought. And we've got the Three of Cups reversed. This is kind of like over a Three of Swords. It's how you prevent yourself from heartbreak. Six of Cups reverse. Oh my gosh, we got so many cards here at the end. Okay, these will be the last cards that I take. Yeah, this is gonna protect you from the heartbreak. The answer is not in kind of these in the past. So there's got to let go of what has happened in the past. This is something new, and we're not talking nostalgia here either. We're talking like some original idea or original piece of information isn't working anymore. Like it's outdated, it's old, and wow, there's so much here about vulnerability too and emotions in this reading with the Page of Cups and then with the Knight of Cups and these. There's something about pouring your heart out. Something about pouring your heart out. Page of Wands on the Sun. It's like a new childlike approach to this. Brings the sun, brings the solution. Queen of Swords reverse. On the background of Judgment, Justice. There's something about pouring your heart out. Like that's how you bring balance to this situation. Getting rid of some sort of judgment or cutthroat energy. There may be a person in the mix here who maybe somebody that you brought along the way has been with you historically for a long time that needs to be cut out of this situation, possibly. Or is the source of a lot of trouble. You got to keep your head about you. You got to keep your wits about you. But something about this, you strongly have to lean into your intuition and your emotions. I feel like the answer is right around the corner here. Like a specific energy. I wish this was a personal read so I could get to that, but it's not. It's a general, so it's probably why I can't get there. But I'm going to leave it here because as vague as this feels, it's a strong, powerful energy. And I think that if this is your reading, it resonates with you. So anyway, leaving it here. Thank you so much, Taurus, for joining me for your reading today. If this was your reading or if you'd like to see others like it, I would appreciate a like or subscribe. Thanks.